Hi everybody, I'm Michelle Dudash and welcome to my kitchen where food and health can deliciously coexist. One of the most frequently asked questions I hear is, how do you cook a piece of fish correctly? Well, today I'm going to show you how you can make an Alaskan wild salmon taste amazing. So come on inside. One of the most important things to do when you buy the salmon is to make sure it smells like the ocean instead of fishy. I recommend having the butcher remove the skin for you. That just saves you an extra step. But me, of course, I'm a chef, so I like to do that. I like to have the control and take the skin off myself. You want to grab the fish at the corner and you're just kind of angling it. You're angling it downward. So once you get a good grip on there, so you can see how there's just a slight angle. And see that? Voila, perfect. They call that the bloodline. So it just has a little less desirable flavor than the pink portion of the meat. So just see if you can, trim off a little of that. And just be careful not to cut yourself. Got to make sure you have a very sharp knife. Now I'm using a slicer knife, but you could totally use a fish knife if you have that. I rinsed off the fish. That helps get rid of some of any scales that remain. We don't want scales in our fish. And then I just rest this on some paper towel, blot it off to get the excess moisture off of there. This is about 8 ounces of fish, so I would say that if we do 2 4-ounce portions, that should be about right. So actually I think I'll cut it like this. And then I'll just fold the thin section under the fish. You want to try to get the thickness as even as possible because that's going to ensure more even cooking. So you don't have the thin part overly cooked and then the middle raw, right? That's what we're going for. Even cooking. All right. Now, the next thing we do is season the fish. And you can go really simple. I like to keep things simple with just a little salt, a little garlic powder, and then black pepper. A little salt in moderation is okay, by the way. As long as you avoid a lot of the highly processed foods, you can add a little sea salt to your food, no problem. Okay, and this is some freshly ground black pepper. And then the garlic powder, you could use garlic salt too, but you just have a little more control over the amount of salt that is added. It's as simple as that. Our fish is ready for cooking. Now I have a hot pan going here. This is on about medium heat. I can definitely tell it's hot and it's ready to go. So I add about a tablespoon of canola oil, maybe just a couple teaspoons even. And you can see how it's starting to shimmer there. So, and it's even smoking a little, so that is perfect. So we just add our fish to the pan. A little smoke is okay actually because that will give you a nice crust. So now I just lay this in, and you see how I put the rounded side down? That's called our presentation side. It's just going to give you a nicer presentation when it's all said and done. So now we just let this cook for about 3 minutes, and then we'll flip it. So the fish has been cooking a few minutes now, and you can see right here how it's turning opaque about halfway through. So that means it's time to turn it. All right, so all we do is, I'm using a fish spatula. That just prevents, treat your salmon a little more gently. And then we'll just flip that over. So you see we have a nice crusty sear on top. That is exactly what we want. Okay, so this fish has been cooking a couple more minutes on the opposite side, and I just give it a little press, just a little press with the finger. It's a little firmer, but it's not too firm. So that means it's the perfect time to take the fish off. Okay, now our fish is complete. The only thing left to decide now is what do we want to serve with it. You can go very simple with just a slice of lemon. Sometimes I like to use this as balsamic syrup. It's reduced balsamic vinegar with a little sugar. It makes an amazing sauce. And then another thing, this is something I just picked up at the farmer's market. It's just a dill finishing sauce to serve with salmon. So today I'm thinking we're gonna go dill sauce and lemon is gonna be the perfect treat. And now we just dig in. Let's see what we have here. That tastes amazing. Perfectly cooked. It's delicious. The sauce just enhances a little bit, and that lemon juice just gives it a little acidity that we want to lighten up the dish and counterbalance the oils that we have in the fish. Well, until next time, I'm Michelle Dudash, showing you how food and health can deliciously coexist.